If you're living on a fixed income, eating well shouldn't feel impossible. Grocery prices keep climbing, and eating on a budget gets harder every single year. But here's the thing, your healthiest meals don't need any cooking at all. I'm sharing 10 no-cook meals that are cheap, easy, and genuinely nutritious. Every single one of these takes 5 minutes or less to put together. No stove, no oven, no complicated steps, just simple food that actually works. All you need is a few pantry staples and access to a refrigerator. Let's get right into it, starting with meal number 1 right now. Meal 1 is overnight oats, and it will completely change your morning routine. This is one of the cheapest, most filling breakfasts you can possibly make. You need just 3 things: rolled oats, some milk, and your favorite fruit. Grab a mason jar, or any container you have that has a lid. Add half a cup of rolled oats. That's about 15 cents a serving. Pour milk or yogurt over the oats until they're all just covered over. Drop in blueberries, sliced banana, or whatever fruit you happen to have around. Stir it together, seal the lid, and pop it in the fridge overnight. That's literally it. Zero cooking, zero heat, nothing on the stove at all. In the morning, it's sitting right there in the fridge, already waiting for you. The oats soak up the milk overnight and turn soft, creamy, and delicious. Under 50 cents a serving, with fiber, protein, and energy that lasts for hours. Prep 5 jars on Sunday, and you've got breakfast covered for the whole week. Meal 2 is peanut butter banana toast. Don't let the simplicity fool you here. You need whole grain bread, 1 banana, and a jar of peanut butter. A full jar of peanut butter runs about $3 and lasts for weeks. Spread a thick, generous layer of peanut butter across each slice of your bread. Slice the banana into coin shapes and lay them evenly across the top. Drizzle a little honey over the top and sprinkle on a few seeds. 1 serving costs about 60 cents and takes under 2 minutes to make. Peanut butter packs, protein and healthy fats that keep you full for hours. Bananas provide potassium, which supports heart health and helps regulate blood pressure. You don't need to toast the bread. Room temperature works perfectly fine here. Add a glass of milk on the side, and you've got a complete, balanced meal. This also makes a great mid-afternoon snack, not just a morning option at all. Simple, affordable, and nutritious. That's the exact combination this whole list delivers. Meal 3 is cottage cheese with fruit, one of the most underrated meals anywhere. Cottage cheese is one of the best affordable protein sources in any grocery store. A large container costs around $2 to $3 and stays fresh for several days. 1 single cup contains about 25 grams of protein. Remarkable value for the price. Grab your bowl and scoop in a nice, generous heap of cottage cheese. Open a can of pineapple chunks, drain the juice, and pour right on top. Finish with a handful of sunflower seeds or crushed walnuts for a satisfying crunch. That's your entire meal. No cooking, no prep, just open things and eat. The sweetness of pineapple perfectly balances the mild, pleasant tang of cottage cheese. Canned peaches, mandarin oranges, and pears all work just as beautifully as alternatives. Canned fruit is nutritious, affordable, and lasts a very long time in your pantry. Don't let anyone tell you canned food isn't good for you. It absolutely is. Under $1 per serving and ready in about 2 minutes flat every time. Meal 4 is tuna and crackers, one of the best budget protein sources there is. Most stores sell canned tuna for between 75 cents and a full $1 per can. Pick up a multi-pack, and you'll often bring that price down even further per can. Open the can, drain the water over the sink, and scoop the tuna into a bowl. Add a spoonful of mayo, a squeeze of lemon, a pinch of salt, and some pepper. Stir it all together. Your tuna salad is ready in about 60 seconds flat. Grab a sleeve of whole grain crackers and scoop the tuna onto each one. Add sliced cucumber, tomato, or celery on the side if you have any handy. Tuna is rich in omega-3 fatty acids that actively protect your brain and your heart. For seniors especially, getting enough quality protein every single day is absolutely essential. 1 can of tuna delivers roughly 25 grams of complete protein per serving. Add fruit and a glass of water on the side for a completely full meal. You can rotate this into your routine several times a week without ever getting bored. Meal 5 is the chickpea tuna wrap, filling, cheap, and genuinely very satisfying. You need a flour tortilla, 1 can of tuna, and 1 can of chickpeas. Chickpeas are dirt cheap, usually under $1 for a full can anywhere. Drain both cans and combine the tuna and chickpeas together into one bowl. Add a spoonful of mustard, a bit of mayo, salt, and some pepper. Stir well. Lay the tortilla flat and spoon the chickpea tuna mixture right down the center. Add a few celery or cucumber slices on top for a really satisfying crunch. Roll the tortilla tightly from one end and press it firmly closed all the way. You've got a high-protein, high-fiber wrap that keeps you genuinely full for hours. The chickpeas stretch the tuna, so one can easily give you 2 full servings. Each wrap costs about 75 cents. That is genuinely very hard to beat. Make 2 at once and refrigerate the second one for tomorrow's lunch easily. Meal prep doesn't have to be complicated. This wrap proves that point exactly. Meal 6 is smoked salmon avocado toast, and hear me out on this one. It sounds expensive, but when you break it down, it's actually very affordable. 2 slices of bread, 1 avocado, and a small pack of smoked salmon is all. Smoked salmon keeps in the refrigerator much longer than regular fresh fish would last. Halve the avocado, remove the pit, and scoop all the flesh into a bowl. Mash it with a fork and add a pinch of salt and some fresh lemon juice. Spread that mashed avocado generously and thickly across both of your bread slices. Lay 2 or 3 slices of smoked salmon right on top, overlapping them slightly. Crack fresh black pepper over it and add capers or red onion if available. 1 final squeeze of lemon over everything and your meal is completely finished. And salmon is one of the very best natural omega-3 sources anywhere on the planet. The entire meal comes together in under 3 minutes, completely no heat required. And it looks like something you'd pay $15 for at any nice restaurant. Meal 7 is egg salad, one of the oldest and most reliable budget meals ever. Eggs remain one of the most affordable, nutritionally dense foods you can possibly buy. A dozen eggs typically costs $2 to $3. 12 individual high-protein servings. Hard-boil 6 eggs ahead of time and store them refrigerated for up to 1 week. When you're ready, peel 2 or 3 and chop them roughly on your cutting board. Add a spoonful of mayo, a teaspoon of mustard, salt, and some cracked black pepper. Eat it on bread as a sandwich, on crackers, or straight from the bowl. All great. Diced celery adds a satisfying crunch, and a spoon of pickle relish adds bright flavor. Egg salad keeps in the fridge for up to 3 days. Ideal for easy meal prep. Eggs are loaded with vitamin D, B12, choline, and some of the best quality protein. Choline is especially important for brain health, memory, and cognitive function in seniors. 1 serving of egg salad costs about 40 cents, one of the very best values here. Make 1 big batch, and you've got lunch completely covered for the next 3 days. Meal 8 is the loaded baked potato. And yes, we're using the microwave here. A microwave isn't really cooking. It's just applying heat quickly, and that's perfectly fine. A medium russet potato on high power for 5 minutes. That's the entire process. Scrub it under cold water first, then poke it all over firmly with a fork. While it runs, stir canned salmon or tuna together with a generous spoonful of sour cream. Pull the hot potato out, slice it down the center, and fluff up the inside. Spoon the salmon and sour cream mixture generously right into the center of the potato. Add shredded cheese on top, a dollop of sour cream, and a sprinkle of fresh chives. That's a complete meal. Protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats all together on 1 plate. The potato costs about 30 cents, and the full loaded meal comes in under $1.50. It's warm, hearty, and genuinely satisfying, especially perfect for the colder months ahead. For seniors needing a more filling and substantial meal, this one really delivers everything. Try topping it with cottage cheese instead of sour cream to load in even more protein. Meal 9 is the peanut butter banana smoothie, a complete, nutritious meal in a glass. If you have a blender, this is without question one of the easiest meals on this list. 1 ripe banana, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and 1 full cup of cold milk. Add all of that to the blender, along with a small handful of rolled oats. Drop in a few ice cubes if you like it cold, seal the lid, and blend. Pour it into a tall glass, and your entire meal is done in under 2 minutes. You're getting protein from peanut butter, potassium from banana, and filling fiber from oats. The oats make it genuinely thick and substantial. This is a real meal, not a snack. Have frozen berries in the freezer? Toss in a handful before blending for extra nutrition. Frozen fruit is just as nutritious as fresh, and it usually costs significantly less. 1 smoothie costs about 70 cents, using ingredients you very likely already have at home. For seniors with dental sensitivity, smoothies are an excellent way to get complete daily nutrition. Make it in the morning and carry it in a travel mug to sip throughout your day. Meal 10 is rotisserie chicken, the most versatile budget protein source on this entire list. A whole rotisserie chicken at virtually any grocery store costs between $5 and $7. And that single bird is going to feed you for 3 to 4 full days. You don't roast it, season it, or prep it at all. Just pull the meat right off. Serve pulled chicken over pre-washed salad greens with crackers on the side for a meal. Or tuck it into a flour tortilla with a little mayo and whatever vegetables you have. Mix leftover chicken into your egg salad from meal 7 for a big protein boost. Or combine it with canned chickpeas and a little mustard for a fast, high-protein bowl. Always think of the rotisserie chicken as your protein base, not one standalone meal. $5 divided across 4 full meals works out to just $1.25 each. For anyone managing a fixed income, that level of value is genuinely very hard to match. No cooking, no mess, no complicated cleanup, just pull the meat off and serve. This is the single most efficient budget strategy I know for eating well on very little. And those are all 10 of your easy no-cook meals for seniors on a budget. No stove, no fancy equipment, no expensive ingredients required. Just smart, simple choices. Pick 2 or 3 meals from this list and genuinely commit to trying them this week. If this video helped you at all, please share it with someone who could really use it.